Good morning. Welcome to Yoga with Bliss. Today we're going to play with, I always like to play with it, not work on it. We're going to play with dynamic stretching and passive stretching. In the past, 40 years, I always thought passive stretching was better. Well, isn't it nice to learn new things? Turns out they are both fabulous, but for different things. So we will have both. We're going to include some nice stretches for the neck and the back especially. I have always started every practice, and indeed every class since 1980, with dynamic limbering. It's a way of limbering that uses movement and stretching woven together. Well, guess what it's called now? Dynamic stretching. All right. I'm just clearing the path so the people in the studio can see past my hardware. How do you feel? Breathe. Doesn't it look like I have a bright, bright sun on my head? All of a sudden, my hair is 87 shades lighter. Let's get to our ring light. And there it is. Are your feet apart? Have you been playing with little pelvic tilts? I'm stepping around finding my widest toes. Very nice. Yes. Let's do our side to side. Your nice tall spine. No bend forward. Feel your shoulders all open. Yes, let's press back and back. And breathe right here. I'm going to start at the bottom. Take a peek at my toes. How I push off and push off. That's actually warming up in the arch of my foot. Whether you're barefoot in some supported arch shoe, whatever's right for you, push off. Push off. Now let's land ourselves in center. Pelvic tilt, sternum lift, shoulder back. Keep those shoulders back as we rotate with no lean. Take a moment and notice your rotation right here. Can you feel it in your low back? I have to give everybody compliments. Your knees are so nice and stationary. The more still your knees are, the better rotation you have in your back. Yes. And now let's come up, but think about it. Let's start slow. Your neck has been tense. Just a few down lower, and then find the highest your arm will reach where your neck feels good right here. Very good. Are you breathing? We'll just do 4 and 3. Take a moment, center yourself up with shoulder rolls and come down a little lower. We're warming up those thighs, holding your weight. And as we move now, I want to reach your arms, press back 2 times, press back. Can you notice I've given a little pulse down with my legs? Side view, you can see it better. See that little knee bend? Press back. Well, I put this in for our necks. Oh, yes, it does everything too. But I put it in because this arm use warms up, loosens up the muscles in the neck and shoulder area. Here we are. Very nice. Now let's take your hands down. Steady your bottom and your legs, your base, your support. Steady. Beautiful. I didn't want your knees caving in. Here and there. Can you feel how these arms pulling down? Down. Notice I tip my head the other way. Stretches my neck. And here's 4, 3, 2. Let's come up tall with a shoulder roll. So that move loosened up your back and your neck. Oh, cool. Oh, this move loosens up everything. Suzanne, if you're here on YouTube, you're the one who coined the phrase a massage from the inside out, from your feet to your hips, your ribs, your shoulders, chest, and back. Let's take a feet together reach. Come on down. A reach. I'm going to show you I'm not bending way forward yet. Right here. I have a nice flat back. This is a time for you guys to practice your flat back. Really think of the chest lifted. It's almost think as if your back were a little arched, which for the people in the studio, that will end up with a nice tall flat back here. And let's take this same move in doubles for time for awareness. Stretch up, tall, squat down and feel the flat back. Next one, I'm going to put this arm out of the way. Do you see that beautiful flat back? And then when I put my hand on my chest, it reminded me, shine that chest right up. If you're accidentally doing this, you've got a rounded back. We want to do this with a nice flat back. Shoulder roll, coming up. That flat back was your back working after it warmed up. It's a very nice part of dynamic limbering. Breathe now. 4, 3. Let's do a little step and touch. It's touch and touch. And I just hung my arms out so they could eventually go where they wanted to. You don't have to think about which arm and which leg. Just hang them out and they'll naturally begin to go. Now let's add. Think about that back hand, press it behind you. Don't twist your body behind you. I was nagging myself. When the arm presses behind you, your body stays forward. This is just another loosening of the shoulder. Weeping willow, plant your feet and relax. Oh, so nice. Here's 4 and 3. All we're going to do is turn toward one side. So you just let your feet turn to one side. Check your posture, pelvic tilt. And when you come up, engage that pelvic tilt. So we round the back. Come on up. Here's round. Coming up. Beautiful round. And up. Now, I didn't go down very far, but you might want to. You might like to go way down. Now, I'm not doing a big knee bend when I go way down. I'm doing a big reach down from a hip bend. Is that okay with you? This could be a rounded back, or you might like a flat back. If you ever have a sinus headache, keep your head up with a flat back. Let's take a moment, center up for our dynamic stretching. We'll do the other side. Oh, symmetry. Feel your pelvic tilt. This is where you are. That pelvic tilt protects your back. Take it down. Down. And up. By the way, you could skip the pace of the music and go your body pace. If you go slower and ignore the music, which is hard to do, it actually challenges your brain and grows new dendrites. It's like brushing your teeth with the other hand. Breathing. Things your brain doesn't expect cause it to say, whoa, I need more dendrites. Here's 2 more. Beautiful form. Come on up tall. I saw everybody's knees bent, everybody's feet in the right place. And breathe. So I want to have my beautiful flat back and do a swan dive. I'll show you a side view. Flat back, flat, flat. Don't go down too far. There you are. If you went like this, you missed it. Come on up to flat back. Very nice. With our flat back, we're going to place our hands on our thighs and do a dip, flat back up, dip, and up. Now, did you not need to put your hands on your thighs? Did you like the weight of your arms out here in your swan dive? Breathing. Very nice. Now, this shoulder doesn't want to lift my arm. So I'm lifting my shoulder. Beautiful. Let's put our hands back. Got your flat back reiterated. You don't want to be here. You're here, yes. Dip and dip. Do you need to hold on? And dip. Dip as low as your body will. Dip and dip. Yes, you might need to put your feet wider. Dip. How are those thighs feeling? Aren't they working beautifully? But your back should be working too. Stay there. I'm just giving a side view. This flat back dip is working your low back beautifully. If you're like this, it might even bother your low back, so make sure you're up. And we'll just do 4 more in your fabulous up tall flat back. Yes. Let's come up with a shoulder roll. And here we are. The shoulder roll gives us an opportunity for the muscles that just worked to get lots of blood flow, the muscles that just stretched to relax. Very nice. Now let's think about your calf muscles and give your, both feet are pointing this way. This calf muscle's getting a little stretch. This hip's getting a little stretch. Okay, I felt like I was falling over. So I'm going to go a wider railroad track. Here's the move. Up, take it down, take it up, take it down. Now, I just looked at my foot. It was diagonal. No, I was supposed to try to make it. You know, I have to hold on to do it. I'm supposed to make it right in line with my railroad track. You guys are beautiful. I have to come closer. It's down and it's up. It's down and it's up. Work your balance. Dolores, if you're here, what a fabulous balance move. I'm going to put it in your personal training video right here and there. This stretches your calf and then dynamically the calf contracts. Beautiful. What about right here? Don't you feel your psoas? I've got my arms for balance. I see some people are wanting to do something with their arms. That kind of makes my back feel better. Calf muscle has said, I worked pretty good. Let's do the other side. So find your railroad tracks. Make them as wide as you need for balance. You know what I didn't do before? Pelvic tilt, sternum lift, start in a mountain. Now let's take our feet right on the railroad tracks. I have to go look at mine. Yeah, it's diagonal again. It feels pigeon-toed when it's straight. Double check. That just means I have some imbalance in my leg muscles. Take a moment and see, are you back the right amount for you? I realize when I make my foot straight, I have to be a little closer together. Remember, we lift it up, stretch it out. Up on the calf and stretch it out. You're working this thigh, stretching here. Yes. Do you like to center yourself with your arms? Do you like them out like a balance helper? Do you like your arms moving? It can be a boring move to do, but I'm here to tell you. By the way, everybody's chest is so nice and up tall. Yes, Kat, that's a beautiful body adjustment. It's working your low back. If it's bothering you, pull your feet together and do pelvic tilts and pamper your low back. 2 more. There we go. That was shoulder rolls and dynamic calf stretch, a gentle dynamic psoas stretch, and depending on what you did with your arms, who knows what it was. Very nice. So listen to the music saying, please, can we be done with that part? My body wants to stretch my back out. Breathe and let's find our mountain. Yes, we're done with that part. We have done our rhythmic limbering, which we've been doing for 40 years, and it turns out, shoulders ready. I have to look at my feet. Okay, they're parallel. You don't have to have your feet parallel for the mountain, but if you're in the habit of always having your feet out, it would be good for you, like me, to practice parallel knees, straight but not locked, sternum lifted, beautiful. Shoulders down low, that's your fabulous mountain. Now I'm going to Breathe here for a minute while I remember what I wanted to do. I should have told you to, what do you need for a forward fold? Are you going to put your hand on a counter, a table, an ottoman, a step, or a block? Find what you need for your forward fold as a support. This is not the most intense forward fold of your life. It's going to be a supported, gentle forward fold. I have to go look at my feet. Yes, they're parallel. Kath, you want to check the parallel feet all the time as I do. Isn't that funny? Breathe. And I'm just going to round us over. Round, and hang. Isn't that funny, Kathy? You and I both have shoulders. We both have to work on our feet being parallel. I mean, play with our feet being parallel. Oh, I'm bringing my forward fold up high so I can really relax into it. It's a supported forward fold. You don't want to just dangle. That would be okay. But if it's supported, remember me talking about dynamic stretch? Breathe and be. Oh, you guys look beautiful. And static stretch. This is the static stretch. Now, we've been here a few moments, and let me tell you what has happened. There is a characteristic of muscles called the stretch reflex, right? Function of muscles. And if you relax into the stretch, that reflex will let go because you've given your body the message. Are you breathing? Your neck's relaxed. You've given your body the message, oh, it's safe to relax. Now think about if you want to go any different distance. If you were up on your knuckles, do you want to go down on your hands? If you were on your tall block, do you want to try your medium? Relax your neck. We're going to hang here just a little more. Oh, I found I just had to part my feet a little wider to make room for my great belly. If you have a lot of softness in the front of your body, make room so you exist. If you have very large chest, you don't have to go way down and have the girl smothering you. Amy, check this out. If you're going down, you have a rounded back. But if you don't want to go down because you have a sinus headache or it's more comfortable to breathe, you don't go down too far. See that flat back? A very flat back. You can just hold on to your thighs or a table. A very flat back can give you the same hamstring stretch. And now I'm going to let my legs come longer. My hamstrings are singing the hallelujah chorus. But the girls are out of the way. I can breathe. I could also take my shoulder that needs a little help and do a little shoulder stretch at the same time. You customize your supported forward fold just right for your body. Your whole body has a right to exist. All right, here's our last deepest forward fold, whatever feels right for you. Breathing. So some people are playing with a rounded back, relaxed neck. Some people are playing with a flat back. Lean that body down, chest up, flat back. Your back is so flat, you could put a ruler on it, yardstick on it. You're not that short. A yardstick on it, and it would be fabulous. I have to remember this when I have a headache. This could bother my headache, but this might be nice. Everybody has had their fabulous hamstring stretch their way. Wherever you are, tuck your tailbone under, sit your butt down a smidgen and lift yourself up. Slowly, maybe one vertebrae at a time, maybe flat back. Now the weirdest, so I just share, my body informs me, my butt cheeks stretched out so much on that. I thought it was all for my hamstring. Man, our glutes are going to town. Oh, breathing. So we did a dynamic calf stretch. Let's go ahead. Oh, I really like that. Let's think of the shoulders a moment. Up tall, round, round, round. Oops, relax those arms down, like belly button height. And feel. I'm even linking my hands and stretching. And now here we are back. See my thumbs? They went back like a hitchhiker. Press back, press back, press back. Beautiful. And round. And press back, press back. All righty. And along the same lines, I'm going to have us do something that I can't quite do, but I know you guys can. Many of you can. With either your strap, I can't even do it with the strap. We're going to be putting our hands behind us. Here we are. We're going to be putting our hands behind us. Some of you got your mountain, pelvic tilt. I turned sideways. Look how wide my hands are. That's all they'll do. Body love, body acceptance. Some people's hands are way closer than mine. Some people are holding a strap. I have, I don't know if you can see it, it's a little rod that, to be honest with you, it's cute. Breathing. I have them all over my house to do this. So your hands are as close as they will go, flat back. Shoulder stretch, flat back, flat back. Beautiful. Don't go down too far and round your back. Right here, flat back is fabulous. Some people have a different things available and they might come way down, but wherever you are, you have your flat back. Now, many people can take, I'm going to turn around. Many people can take their arms and lift them up behind them. Do what your body will, what you can. Lift. All right, round that back. And let your arms come up wherever they will. Relax the neck. Head just hangs. Your hands are as close as is available. They lift off your hips if available. Wherever you are, you say thank you to your body. I'm going to remind myself and others, flat wrist. Don't just bend your wrist to try to move it into a place you want to be. Accept the place you are. Exhale, shoulder stretch. Now sit your butt down, flatten your back out, and come on up. Beautiful flat backs in the studio. Let go your ribbon and just roll. Yes. Wonderful. So I was thinking about, did that relax your neck? Some, I was hoping it would. Still got a king. We'll work on more neck relax. I can think of this, the pyramid. I wish I could sing. I have such songs go through my mind. There's a song that starts up the pyramid along the Nile. Anyway, here's your mountain. I'm just showing you sideways so you can see. You can face your phone. You can face the stage, whatever's right for you. For the pyramid, I needed you to see the side view. By the way, I am not bending my back. Look at my back. My back is all the way straight. I have a round belly, so it might look like I'm bending. Please have your tall back and set your body as it is. The pyramid. Check that your feet are wide enough for your balance and on your railroad tracks. You guys look great. One foot stays right on the railroad track and steps forward. The other foot may or may not go back very far, right on the railroad track. This is that one where both Kathy and I tend to do turnout foot. No, I got to go look at it. It's going to feel pigeon-toed if your body is out of balance. Railroad track. Look at my stripes on my pants. That's as straight as my legs go. Flat back, flat back, keep it flat, flat back, flat back. Oh, let's take our flat back up. Come on up. You guys are fabulous. You have fabulous flat backs. Come on down, flat. I'm going to do one more. Come on. Go to your place for flat. Come on up. There we go. Next time after the flat. and around. Oh, good. I get to look at my feet and see. Oh, good. They're still parallel. Relax your arms down. Do you need your blocks? I should have said that before. So here we have, I'll give you a minute to get back in the posture. Your feet are on the railroad tracks. They're both pointing the same way. The legs are long, almost straight all the way if they will. Look at that back calf. Oh my gosh, it should be getting a good stretch. Think about your front legs, guys. It looks like front legs are kind of bent. If they need to be higher for this, you just put a block under so you can enjoy a supported stretch with just right for you long legs. All right, now I'm thinking of my back foot. I'm going to move it as far back as it will go and press that heel down. I'm really trying to balance and not fall over and relax at the same time. 2 blocks, I'll show you in this view. See how my feet are wider, my hands are wider. That helps me not tip over. When I put my blocks and I only have a narrow block, man, I don't have as much lateral support. Is that back calf stretching? I'm going to say breathing. Go ahead if your neck has been tense. Let your blocks come higher. That's going to help your front legs straighten out a little more. When your body says, I don't want to go that low, your front leg bends. I'm going to say, find the right place for both legs to be practically straight, actually as straight as they will go. Not hyperextended if you're with me on YouTube. Don't let your legs go backward, they're straight. All this time we've been stretching so many things. Calf of the back leg, hamstring of the front leg. Now round, round, round down to your best forward fold, wherever that was, relax your neck. Did you bend that front leg? Then don't go that far. Your body, what a fabulous breathing. Relaxed stretch. Now I'm going to bend both knees while I pull my feet together. Look at me, I'm right here in a forward fold. In the forward fold that is supported, come up a little higher for a little standing cat-cow. If you're down too low, your back may not have room to do your cat-cow. If this is too low, come right here and do your cat and your cow. Oh, beautiful use of props, Joanne. Your cat and your cow. Do you remember which leg was behind you? Which leg you stretched the calf out? Feel into it. Your body will tell you. Let's go to a standing table. Breathing. And let's do a pyramid on the other side. You're on your railroad tracks. And you put that back foot down. There you are. It's a supported pyramid, not the deepest in the universe. Your neck has had tension. Relax your head. You could even gently let that head hang like an apple on an apple tree, gently blowing in the breeze. Don't make yourself dizzy. It felt so good. I had to do it. Breathing. Think about your front leg. If your front leg's bent, see if your body will straighten it. If it won't, calf, take a peek here. Your leg's bent, but if you come up on fingertips, I bet you could straighten that front leg. Breathing. The idea is, in this gentle position, we're not bouncing around. We're being kind to our knees. We are letting them be straight for the intense stretch. Everybody's feet in the studio look good. On Zoom and YouTube, you're right down here. Look at your feet. Are they on your railroad track? All righty. Come up to a little higher support, and we're in our standing cat-cow again. You need to be up a little higher. See what your body wants for your table. Yes, your standing cat cow can have bent legs. Cows have those little bent legs if you want. And here we do our cat and our cow. What's your breath? Exhale on the cat, on the cow. Your body at your pace. Cat, cow. Now, I cannot resist a little balance work. Here we are at a standing table. How would it feel for you? I'm going to come so you can see forward. Here's the standing table. I'm going to put one foot in the middle and try touching the other one right on the ground out to the side. I'll show that to you again. Here was the standing table. What I'm heading toward is a standing dragon's tail. So this foot is touching on the ground, breathing. You have enough balance with these three, hand, and one foot, then try picking this foot up. You want this foot to stay on the ground, then let it drag on the ground. Here's the dragon's tail. It swoops around as much as your body will and swoops back as much as your body will. You might be touching the ground and the ground, or you might be about halfway and halfway, or you might be up as high as your hip. Don't you feel yourself quivering? That is balance work and strength work. But your hamstring is getting a dynamic stretch. We do so many things here. Very nice. One more. And we come back to our table for a moment. Breathing. Remember, here's where we're going to put the foot in the middle. Here's your table. Foot in the middle. Toe touches out. Think about the leg you're standing on. Put your foot any place it needs to be for your knee to be comfortable. Now here's our dragon's tail. Toe touches the ground behind, the ground to the side. That's one level. Here's the next, off the ground. Just a little bit. See what your body says for you. Here's the next one. And your body will go, maybe hip level. I'm really trying not to kick the desk and jam my toe. Are you breathing while you work? You could inhale with your leg back. Exhale when your legs to the side. Play with that. One last, and we find ourselves back to the table for a few cat cows. Oh, yeah. I'm going to roll up one vertebrae at a time. So you tuck your tailbone under. You might use your hand on your legs if you need, and you roll up one vertebrae at a time. That was my chopstick. Oh, come on and do your shoulder rolls up and back. Up and back. Fabulous. That dynamic stretching, so many things. We need to find ourselves in a more relaxed place. So we're going to find ourselves heading to the ground. Now, if you have a special way you get down, you choose your special way. I can tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a forward fold and a downward dog, and then a table, and then a child. Want to join me? Here we are, mountain. Breathe again. Even though those were big stretches, they had a lot of weight training in them. The body needs the oxygen. And here we head for a forward fold. Remember, there's a down dog coming. So what support do you use? Are you right by a kitchen counter or the seat of a sturdy chair? Or you see what I use for my down dogs? I use stairs so that I have many levels to choose from which to choose. Oh, let's just really hang in this forward fold and feel your best forward fold of your day. Oh. Now come up to a flat back. Keep that flat back as you head to your down dog. How far back do your feet go? I don't know. Sink your chest down. Stretch the shoulder. Beautiful. Yes, I'm liking everybody's form in the studio. From down dog, do you have the strength to lower both knees at the same time with super control? I'm lowering one knee at a time to pamper my soon to be replaced knee. Breathing and find yourself here. Your table, your hands might be on the ground, they may be up higher. Just a little, I can't resist a little cat cow once I hit a table, but I feel a child's pose coming on. Do you keep your knees together? Do you take your knees apart? See what's right for you. Now, some people sit back and their tush sits on their heels. Other people sit back and their tush is straight up in the air. That's called a puppy pose. You are fabulous, whether you're a child or a puppy. Choose the right thing for you. Do you want both arms to reach way out? I'm going to reach one at a time to pamper my shoulders. Breathe in. Sink your chest, stretch that arm. Sink your butt, stretch that spine. Breathe and be. If you did one arm at a time, find the other arm. If one side is tighter than the other, hold the tighter side longer. Breathing. You guys look fabulous. Yes, yes. I want to hang here so everybody has time to play with what's right for you. My challenged shoulder is just hanging out for a long time on one shoulder. You might be hanging out for a long time with both arms out, stretching, breathing, being. When you're ready, walk your elbows underneath you and your knees underneath you and sit yourself down on your butt any way that you want to. So if you were to drive past my house, and I do, I'm out gardening in the morning very often, even in the winter. And I need to get from up here, standing, to down here to do something on the ground. You will see me do that exact sequence right in my front yard. That is how this lady heading towards 70 gets up and I just reverse it to get up. Gets up and down off the ground in her garden. See those feet, they're flat. Oh, so for anybody, okay, for most people, let me show you a trick. Most people, by the way, I was just doing this. Most people sit like this. See that roundedness in my back? Everybody in here had the round back. Let me show you how to not have a round back. You did it instinctively. You lean forward. Even if you have to take your legs apart, lean forward and then butt lock your cheeks as far back as they go. Some will go up to a baseboard, some will go up to whatever flat surface is behind you. After you have butt locked your cheeks to the wall or couch behind you, sit yourself up. Oh, look at those beautiful flat backs right here. For many people, just being here is a stretch for many things. Breathing, being. Now, if this is not a stretch at all for you, go ahead and flat back, lean yourself forward a little. Everybody in here would just stay in their beautiful 90-degree angle. Sink your legs down. All right, now let's think about your legs. See those flex feet that we all have? Think of flexing your foot as much as you can and pressing your knee down into the ground. Feel your thighs. It makes your quadriceps set up really tight. Oh, let's give a point. Relax, relax. As a matter of fact, go like that, a little blah, 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 on your legs and relax. Very technical term. Blah, 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 blah. Everybody did it so well. Oh, yes, I like that one too. Side to side with the legs to relax. Now let's give them a, I just found my sit bones. If you've got a lot of softness on your bottom, walk around, maybe even pull the softness out of the way. You've got your sit bones, you're up straight, you've been up straight all this time. We're gonna point, 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 and squeeze into that intensity of, don't hurt anything, intensity of the point. Breathing stretches your shins. Breathing also tightens the quadriceps, but not as much as flexed. Interesting, eh? Let's come back. Flexed, flexed, flexed. It's like your kneecaps come up. Your quadricep, press that line in the back of your leg, press it down into the ground. All righty. Now, if you ever say, oh, I didn't do enough movement today, sit down on your floor and just do these while you're watching TV. We're going to roll ourselves down, and you're going to roll down any way you want. Some people roll down one vertebrae at a time. Some people will turn and lay into the neutral position and then roll any way you want. Just find yourself on your back, laying down where you can see me, or where you can see your tablet or TV or phone, whatever you're using for your YouTube or your Zoom. See how my legs are bent? That gives me a nice opportunity. I pick my tush up around my back, flatten my back down one vertebrae at a time. Gives me such a lovely pelvic tilt. This is great. I can see everybody's form. Keep that pelvic tilt. Now think of your shoulders. We're all different. You might be perfect right where you are. I need to roll my shoulder blades down and together. I think I might just be arranging the softness on my back, but it opens my chest. Breathing. Now you guys are arranged so I don't think you're going to hit each other at all when you take your arms out. Breathing. Now there are days when this feels like nothing, and there are days when this gives me a fabulous stretch in through the pectoral wall, the thoracic outlet area. Breathe and breathe. Now let's take our arms and take them up. Put your shoulder blades where it's comfortable and let your arms drop. Now, most of the people in here, their arms drop right down on the ground. Just let your arms drop so they are supported. And hang here for a minute. We're going to let these arms relax here. They're supported. I'm on a block or a step. You could have your arms on a pillow or the flat surface you're laying on. What's right for you? Let's think of the legs. One leg is going to, got your flat back? Double check that flat back. Here's one leg comes out. Flex that leg straight and lift it up, 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 up. Give it a bend, as much bend as it will. Squeeze it into its bend. Come on out. Here we go. Straight leg, flex foot, up, 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 up. Bend, squeeze, and come on out. All right, for the next one, put less weight on this foot. Barely touch this foot to the ground. Lift from your core. My foot was helping me. I project. I don't know if anyone else's was. Squeeze. And come on out. Here's our fourth one. You got your pelvic tilt. Stretch, but okay, shoulders. Squeeze and lift. Squeeze and close. And set it down. Let's pull those arms in. And I'm going to rock from side to side to relax my shoulders. Now I take my arms out. Do you like your palms up? Let's play a moment with your hands. Palms up. Go ahead and try palms down. Oh, isn't that different? Stretches something in my shoulder that needed stretching. How can I tell? Because it hurt like hell. but not in a bad way. Here we go. Come on up. It turns out I do not have a frozen shoulder. I just have many, many, many calcium deposits in a quite arthritic shoulder. And I'm going to stretch it and stretch it and stretch it. As the doctor said, you know what's going to happen? You guys' shoulders are going to get better. Okay, now, palm up. If that feels okay for you, we're just going to leave it palm up while we do the other side. Pelvic tilt. Reiterate your pelvic tilt. Now this leg comes out long, 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 long. Squeeze it. You got it. Flex foot. Straight as leg as it will go. And coming on up, up, up. Flex. And down, out. Extension, extension. Lifting, lifting. Hip flexor said, thank you. Squeeze. Flexion of the knee. Extension of the knee. Got your pelvic tilt the whole time. Lifting, your core is helping with that. Lifting, squeeze, flexion. Come on out. Here we are, extension, longest legs. Flex, flex foot, one last. Coming on. Flex. And one last, come out to your full extension. Beautiful. Take your hands down by your side. Relax both legs down. Breathe and breathe. Don't do what I'm about to do. I have to go look at my papers that I made when I had glasses on. Oh, good. We've done so many of the things that are up there. Now we just do. Diane, you know what we're about to do. It's your fave. Oh, laying on your backs. Do you have a ribbon? Do you need a ribbon? Excuse me, in the studio we have ribbons. Most people have yoga straps. Find yourself down any way that's right for you. Check your pelvic, check your shoulders. Pull your sweaty hair up off your neck. And yes, let's do a little rock and roll. Do you relax your arms and rock yourself? Roll yourself side to side. Or do you hug up with your yoga strap and roll yourself side to side? Please do whichever one is right for you. And this next part is every bit as important as the movement. Say thank you to your body and accept whatever it is able to do, whatever is available to you. So if you're down here doing windshield wipers, don't criticize. Appreciate it. Boy, isn't that a metaphor for everything in life? Whatever you can do, say thank you. And intend to do the best you can, maybe even further. That was our roll side to side. Here's our rock. Just rock that. Now you can do this in bed at night. These are your covers. You just pull your covers up over your shins and rock on your mattress. Here you are. Rock your pelvic girdle if your feet are on the floor. This feels great. Either way, you're getting so much benefit. You know what it is. Suzanne named it. It's a massage from the inside out again. Fabulous. Oh, let's have a little piriformis stretch. So everybody's feet come on down. Go ahead and cross your foot by your knee. I brought my other foot as close as my body will. And now I want to push down. That's all. I'm just pushing down with one hand. Might as well stretch this shoulder. My piriformis tiny little muscle. Breathing. Goes right through the middle of other muscles. It's such a lovely little stretch when I push down. This hand that's on the same side as the knee is the hand I'm using to push down. What if you have so much flexibility that push down isn't enough for you? Just get your block and push down. Excuse me. Oh, even deeper. Oh, fabulous. Your hips are saying thank you. These are little muscles we just do not stretch very often. Although you can. Breathe. Let's do the other side. You know how you can? If your body will cross the ankle sitting in a chair, just cross the ankle sitting in a chair and do a little push down. You know, I can push down with my hand. When I do this, I can kind of relax my arms as I push down. What if you cannot cross your ankle at all? Welcome, you're normal. Go ahead and drop your feet and let both legs come on out. You can let gravity pull them out. You can push down on a block. You could put a block underneath if it's too much. So each person has their knee or knees out to the side in whatever way. This is a breathing a passive stretch. Well, what about our point and flex? Oh, there's my ribbon. I'm trying to leave it right here so I can find it. Do you like to just cross your knee and point and flex? Do you set your leg, your heel on a chair and point and flex? Do you reach with a long ribbon or yoga strap? By the way, I just put my leg out to the side and then pulled it back up. You know what I was doing? Moving my great belly out of the way so I could have this leg right in front of me. But my belly and my thigh, I know my physics, cannot exist in the same place at the same time. So love your body, whatever it is, use it, live in it, and make room and have a wonderful hamstring stretch. Now this is a passive hamstring stretch. We did active hamstring stretches when the muscle was being used, when we were standing and balancing using the muscle. Are you breathing? Well, I'm just going to get ready to do the other side. You could just put your foot right in the strap. But I'm going to start down here, pelvic tilt. Do I want to put my foot? Breathing. Hands. Just a minute. I want to think of other ways to do this hamstring stretch. Ah, that's what it is. What if you can't reach your foot or your ribbon or anything? Pick your leg up where you can, tug your knee, and then let your leg straighten out wherever it will. You might only straighten out a little bit, and then when you can, let it come on up. So you may have just come up this way, or you may have come up with a tiny little strap that lets you breathing. Do a real intense hamstring stretch. We're all different. Did you leave room for yourself? You appreciate yourself? You breathe with yourself. Breathe. We're going to hang here long enough. Oh, yes. I forgot to do the point and stretch. I was so, I'll bet you guys on Zoom, we're all doing it too. I was so grooving on my hamstring stretch. And quite frankly, my glutes, my buns are a little sore. I must have done something yesterday. I forgot my point and flex, body awareness. It should become a communion between you and your body, a conversation between you and your body when you move. Now we're going to set down. And I want to do our twist. I'm going to do our twist super gently. Where should your shoulders be when your arms come out? Oh, this is funny. I often need a block for this arm today. By the way, if you have rings on, don't smack your ring into a hard floor. Breathe. Breathe. Want to leave your feet on the floor and twist? Or do you want to curl your knees up and twist? Your body's going to tell you what's best. This hand might even grasp your top knee. Your bottom knee, bottom leg, do you like it long? Do you like it curled way up? Come on. Have a little conversation. See what your body wants. When you come up, I want you to do a pelvic tilt in whatever way is right for your body position. Remember, your feet might be on the ground and they just tip. You might be curled. Root your shoulder blades. I need you to relocate my tush and let your body roll over. Do you like to use a hand? Now, here we are. Be with it, breathe into it, give your body time for your stretch reflex to let go. Kath, if you bend your knee, you might be able to even get down farther because the wall won't be in your way. Maybe you love the way. See, the long leg feels one way, and the bent leg feels another. Play with it. See what your body says to you. We're hanging here. We're hanging here. Your muscle fibers are gradually letting go as the stretch reflex lets go. As we breathe into it, and on a cellular level, your body begins to relieve you. You're not going to push too far. You're going to stretch just right. It's a Goldilocks stretch. Not too little, not too big, just now. Before we come up, everybody tucks in wherever you are. If your feet are on the ground, do your pelvic tilt and come on up. How about a little happy baby? So let me show you some options for happy baby. You put your feet right on a chair and just go side to side. You could tuck your hands under your knees. Go wide. Hug in and just relax. Or look at my shins. You could stretch your flexed feet up where your shins are perpendicular. You might hold behind your calves, top of your calves. If your body allows it, you may hold your feet. If you have shoes on, you may hold your shoelaces. Breathing and rock that happy baby. Now, the full expression of the move is this little rock. My body says, I love the way it feels. With a great big rock all the way to the side. You see, what does your body want? I have this calcium spurs in my low back, and I swear to God, this massages everything. And now, what about the ecstatic baby? Here's all that means. Happy baby had bent legs. Ecstatic baby has long, stretched out legs. You hold on and then give it a little rock wherever your happy baby is. Breathing. Does your happy baby like to go all the way over? I don't know. I might get stuck there and not be able to come back up. There's a block. Oh, now when we come up, top, close, pelvic tilt, one leg, the other leg. Let's everybody with your feet on the ground do a little rock and roll. It's our last move before Shavasana. Just rocking that pelvic tilt. Have you read the research lately on napping, especially for older people? The disc tissue as we ages dries out, gets compressed. Napping every day allows your disc tissue to relax and leave more room between the vertebrae for those discs to have more room, and they suck in moisture while you're laying there taking your nap. Have you been rocking your pelvis? Let's roll that pelvis with a few. So just think about it. Those discs are like little gelatinous discs, and lay yourself down. You don't have to sleep. Lay yourself down and let your discs suck up a little moisture, or you have to stay hydrated. Come on down. Pelvic tilt first. Shoulders nice for you. One leg and the other. Relax your legs. Relax your arms. Some people, their arms lay right by their side. Other people, their arms out too way far out. No judgment. Let your arms be relaxed where they are. Let even your face and your neck are relaxed. I give a little wiggle in my body and feel my core relax. A little wiggle in your feet. Feel your feet relax. Let's be with Shavasana. Play with your breath. I think about my belly rising and falling, and I play with my breath for the slowest diaphragmatic breathing available to me. Anytime you have stress, sitting, standing, laying down, do that. Breathe. Feel your belly getting out. Breathe slow. And your central nervous system will reduce the production of cortisol and adrenaline. Your body will calm down. Now, you have to decide what's the right way for you to get up from this. I'm going to turn onto my side. You might then roll onto your belly. You might push up with your hands. I use my leg as a counterweight and give a little fling. Everybody's different. I really want you to find your way to get up and appreciate it and accept it. I'm just doing a butt walk to find the center of my mat so I can enjoy a V-sit. Would you rather enjoy the easy pose? Would you like to cross your legs and stack them like logs? Would you like to be in a butterfly? Each person, their pose. So I'm going to show those poses. Butterfly. Pull yourself up tall. Oh, I love it against the wall. The logs I really can't do, but I'll still show. The bottom leg lays down and the top leg lays right down on top of it. Maybe it's available to you. I'm going to try the other side. No, but it was an interesting experiment. The easy pose, one leg like a kid, sitting in a sandbox, sitting around the mat in kindergarten. It ain't easy. But if you've been doing the easy pose in one position, notice the leg that was in front and put it behind. This leg doesn't bend as much, so it always wants to be on the outside. But then I miss all these hip stretches. So do the other side. That's funny. I might want to do a little log and then I get them both in close. Play with yours. Invent one. Now for our namaste, where we bend forward, think of what pose you would like to have to bend forward. You might want to unwind that log. Breathing. See what your body says, Adam. As your hands reach down to your body, know and thank your body for all that it does. Your hands are over your heart center. Maybe one hand on top and then the other. It's a symbol for one side of me and the other side of me, maybe the emotional and the executive. They are both valuable. Breathing. And then I reach up as high as my arms will and pat yourself on the back or the chest or the back of your head. What does your shoulders give you? And say thank you for your practice you gave yourself today. And then finally, I opened my eyes, they were closed. And I bring my hand over heart center with my wrists barely bent or very bent. Intend toward more bend. Breathing, accepting. And now the light in me sees and honors the light in each Now, this is your last few minutes. Give yourself what you want. Do you like to sit tall and just relax your neck side to side? Do you like to lean down? Boy, the lean down neck felt good too. It's your last few minutes of your last release of the day, just for you. And you can stay there as long as you want. I'm just going to gather myself and come so I can hit the button to turn off the recording. And then we have a few minutes in our Zoom experience to say hi to each other. If you come to the 10 a.m. Eastern Time Saturday morning class, you can stay after and have a little personal training session with me, and we'll tweak your down dog or tweak your child pose. I'm really stalling because I'm not sure I can get up. Yes, I can. My helpers always ask me, do you need a hand? I say, no, I need a knee. All righty. Let me find. Thank you so much, whether you're here in person, on Zoom, or later on YouTube, because you guys are what keep me moving. I will find out how to turn off the recording. I found it, even without my glasses. Stop recording. Bye, guys.